Hi, I'm Kathy from Absolutely Fabulous at Home, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about a project we have starting in January 2018, where we are going to chalk paint using Annie Sloan's paint 6 rooms of my house. Now, for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm going to show you a quick clip now of the dining room. We're going to talk about how I chose the colors for the dining room. It's a combination of following Annie's recipe book and the materials I have around that are available to me, and also my own personal taste. So we're going to just have a quick look at the dining room and come back in a minute. Now, our dining room comes right off the living room, and the dining room was one of the selling features of this house because we can have a table and then just keep extending it as far as we need to into the living room when our big families come for a meal. We are going to change this room. That was Zoe dropping her bone in the background. There might be a little bit more of that as we go along. We're going to change this room into something brighter as well. We have a lot of trees outside that kind of darken the room, and we want to open it up, make it brighter. We want to change the cupboards a little bit, and you'll see as we go along we have some challenges with the finishes here. But we see this room in a Swedish style, and a Swedish style is going to come from the soft colors of Aubusson blue, some Scandinavian pinks, and you're going to see us change the furniture, the fabric on the chairs. We're going to show you how you paint that instead of reupholstering. But we're going to keep the style of the furniture. We like this cross in the back, and we're going to just incorporate what we've got into creating a Swedish style for this room. So you've seen my dining room. Now I gotta tell you, dining rooms are kind of a challenge. I mean, what's in a dining room? You might have a table, something on the wall, but if you have a lot of windows or a door or big open spaces, there's not a lot you can always do in a dining room, particularly with chalk paint. You've got your dining room table and chairs, you might have a sideboard, some picture frames. Where do you start? How do you start for any room? Well, following Annie's book, the Swedish style is the color, I guess, the color palette that we chose for this room. So she actually has a chapter called Swedish Style, and the book we're referencing is The Colored Recipes for Painting Furniture, and it's 40 different step-by-step recipes. Now the challenge is I don't have the exact same room in mind for my Swedish style that Annie did. So for instance, she is painting stairs. I won't be painting stairs because I don't have any stairs in my dining room. The finish she's using on her stairs, I'm going to use on my dining room table. And that's kind of what this series is about, is showing you how you work with what you've got or what you've found and make it yours using Annie's paint. So what I needed for this was a starting point. I knew what Swedish colors she had recommended. I'd gone through, I'd made a little cheat card of actual colors and just small paintbrush, small amount of paint, just give myself a little swoosh of each one. It gives me an authentic color card to carry around with me, not a photocopy, a real paint card of the colors I want to use in this room. Over here I've done a little mixing. I wanted to see what happened when I mixed Scandinavian pink with Arles, because maybe I'm going to want a softer peach color in that room. And I did the same thing here using the Chateau Gray with Arles. I'm just playing around a little bit. So these are my colors. How am I going to use them and where I'm going to use them? Well, I love linen. I love things that are soft and washed and look like linen. And when I found this runner, it's an April Cornell runner from the 2017 collection. Look at it. It's beautiful. It says dining room because it's a runner, but it has all my colors. It's a way to start the project. Am I going to use this runner all around the room? No, it's going to be on the table, but it's going to allow me to pull these colors together. When I finish using all the colors, there has to be something in the room that connects them, that unites them, that says this color relates to this color, and I chose it because. So that was really important to me, to find the starting point. And I've done that for all 6 of the rooms. I've made myself little cheat sheets for each room, and I've gone around and I found the thing that gets me started. The next thing after that was, what do I put on the walls? We're starting with these sort of bluey gray walls as you saw from the clip of the dining room. Well, those are the whole downstairs. I wanted to brighten this. So I really like the Behr paint, and using the Pure Colors, I went around and I used the sample cards till I found a color, and I looked at it in daylight, at night, with artificial light, on a cloudy day, on a sunny day. So it's not a quick process. It takes a couple of days to find a color as my starting point for my walls, because what I want is the walls to be my canvas against which everything else shows up. That takes me longer than anything else. The other thing is, as I said before, I'm not going to be able to use every finish that Annie describes in this book on the surface that she uses it. For instance, she does a finish called frottage in her Swedish section, and she does it on a door. Well, the only door in my dining room is a glass door looking out to the garden. I'm not going to paint the door glass. So I have to find another way to do this finish. We've done it quite successfully on plastic flower pots. Now, I'm very likely to have a potted plant in my dining room. I like potted plants. They add a lot of life and color to a house, and they clean your air. I can start with something inexpensive, this little plastic, and I can use a frottage finish and come up with something that looks like a cement, an aged cement plant pot that will fit very nicely into my color scheme. This has actually been painted in Aubusson blue, Scandinavian pink, old white, and then it's been dark waxed over. So I'm true to my colors, but I'm going to come up with a finish in a whole different way. And we've gone through and done this for every single room. All 6 rooms have different ways of using Annie's techniques and Annie's paint. We're going to use all 35 colors. We're going to use tons of her techniques. We're going to stencil. We're going to work our way through this book, and we really hope you join us in January as we start the series.